Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, weekend coming up, and hope you guys have a good weekend. Mr. Kevin will not be here today. He is at an appointment. So you'll have to put up with me and Bassman. So, how you feeling this morning, Bassman?
I'm doing good. Other than the headache, I've still got the remains of the migraine. It's going away,
Right.
but I'm better.
I hear you. We're going to do about a half hour today. I got some stuff I got to take care of before the girls get home. And it's just not a good day. We'll just put it that way. Let's go ahead and say hello to the fine folks we got in here this morning already. 10 fine folks in here. And we have Dr. 55 Chevy, moderator and channel member, saying hello, everyone. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel. Absolutely, it does. You can also hit thumbs up button on every video Tiny makes. I like it. And at APMEX this morning, the silver spot was at 31.64 at 10 a.m. Nice. The closer to that 32, the better. Cgriller Stacker, member of the channel. Good morning to all my Talking with Tiny buddies, passing the coffee. Cgriller Stacker had a wonderful video yesterday. Absolutely wonderful video yesterday. Not going to tell you what it was about, but it was.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me. I hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. It was a great subject, and it was just beautifully. It was a beautiful episode of everything he was talking about. But yeah, great video. So go over and check out Cgriller Stacker channel. Very informative channel. All around great guy, and great member of this coin community. Absolutely. Let's see. Hey, the OG Red Silver member of the channel. Good morning, Tiny, Bassman, and well, you were correct this morning to stop typing at Mr. Kevin, and then you said no. Probably autocorrect. And SF Kim Rush, good morning. Hello, one and all. Good morning. All the way from the West Coast. So is Cgriller Stacker. I like you guys coming here this early in the morning and hang out with us. Says something about y'all's character. Sure does. Teacher 1388, speaking of the West Coast, down there on the border. Hello, anyone, anybody, and of course, Tony. Good morning, sir. Bassman, moderator extraordinaire. There he is. Mr. Scott S., good morning, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, everyone, anyone, and someone. The one triplets have made it into the chat this morning. Compton, member of the channel. Good morning, all you sexy silver lovers. I don't know about that, but whatever floats your boat. Oh, the silver is sexy. Oh. I know you ain't talking about me, but Yo, fan. She's not here to hear it, unfortunately. Good morning, my friends, says Yo fan. Good morning, Yo fan. Let's see. Alert the dog. Yo fan is here. Yeah. It's actually not all that early. Well, I was thinking, it's 8 o'clock there, and I'm thinking,
yeah, 8 o'clock.
They're getting up early, and SF Kimmer's like, nah, that's not early. Don't.
Yeah, they got to go to work at 8 o'clock. Things like that people do. Not necessarily them, but people go to work at 8, so that can't be that.
Right. It's like, you're not that special that we get up early for you or anything, so it's not that early. I like it. That's funny. And we're caught up. That quick. It only took us 5 minutes.
Did you get Compton?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. I missed you saying that one. Sorry.
No, that's all right. So, anyone have any plans to do anything coin related or, include anything that you're going to do other than coin related, like if you're going on a trip. Great news, our place in St. Pete, Florida only sustained minor damage. I'm so relieved. Nice. I'm glad for you, buddy. Nice. I've seen some of the damage it done to other like YouTube personalities and stuff down there in Florida, and it done some pretty big damage. People's carports were gone, and garage doors were caved in, and the cars that were in the garages were damaged. And okay, now help me understand this. You're in an area where there's a homeowners association, and this group of people come up with these rules that say you can't have a metal roof on your house. It has to be a shingled roof to be in this community. Well, wind or something like that comes through, especially big wind like this, half your damn shingles are gone. So it's going to cost you more money. Just going to cost you money to keep fixing it and everything. You live in a place like Florida where there's always these tropical storms and hurricanes and everything come through. You're replacing your roof a couple times a year. That's crazy. I see that SF Kim brush. I'll get to that in a second. Mets game Sunday. Yep. Good morning, friends, says Coin Stuff I Like, member of the channel and a good channel in his own right. Go over and check him out. Very informative channel. Had a video, was it yesterday or the day before, about his dual submission peace dollars he's going to send in to PCGS to have dual holdered. So both coins in one holder side by side, the uncirculated and the proof. That's going to be a cool slab. Absolutely. A house 500 feet away was totally destroyed. It's so strange how all those hurricanes work. Yep. I seen a video of a guy. It was like 120 mile an hour winds, and then all of a sudden, nothing. You couldn't hear anything, and they were in the eye of it. And then all of a sudden, sounded like a train. It was wild sounded. It was coming in so bad. His front door, deadbolt and lock and knob lock. And he was having to hold his door to keep it from pushing open. That's how bad it was. Coming in the front of his house. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, tornadoes around here, give us. We don't have hurricanes up this far much, but they can do some funny, weird things. I've literally seen sage grass, that like 3 feet long, that was pushed through a tree.
Yep.
And we had there was a mobile home hit, and it threw the family in different places, that was in it. And the baby, I mean, we're talking less than 6 months old baby, was up in the top of a tree.
Oh wow!
And it was in one of those little carriers.
Yeah.
And they had strapped it down inside that carrier in case anything fell. It would help block it from hitting him. It's a good thing they did, because the tornado hit them. That thing ended up in the top of a tree.
Wow.
And his brother, I forgot if he was in another tree with but his brother broke his arm.
Oh.
And they may have both been in the same tree, one higher up than the other, but it broke the one little boy's arm and put the baby up in the top of the tree.
Wow.
So yeah, they can do some weird stuff.
Oh yeah. seen one video of a guy. He was showing where his car was always parked, or his old truck, because it had a oil leak.
Yeah.
He said, "You see this spot on the driveway?" He said, "That's where I park my truck every day, so it only messes up this part of the driveway." And he panned around. His truck was down at the bottom of the driveway sideways.
Yeah.
It just slid his truck around.
Yep. Spun it.
Yep.
Because it's spinning, and it's such a small area, it twists things. That's how the sagegrass, it actually twisted the tree, and sagegrass was blowing by that went into the tree,
Yeah.
into the twist.
Well, I've seen them experiments too, where they take a straw.
Yeah.
And they shoot it out of a like a cannon type thing.
Yeah.
A straw can go through a brick wall.
Yeah. They shoot 2x4s and can throw it through a house. Brick house. It'll go right through.
I've seen that too. Yep.
So it just.
Yep.
I was on the lake fishing one day, and one came up. Well, I took off. The cove I was in is where the tornado hit the water, and you could see. I would have been in the tornado, in other words, in the boat, but I got out of there. But you could see where it had crossed the lake, because that lake is that one y'all have seen me fish on before, where it's got all the lily pads.
Yeah.
It cleared a strip across that lake of the lily pads.
Oh, wow.
Just broke them off, pulled them up out of the water and broke them off and stuff. So there was one big long strip. You could see right where the tornado crossed the water, because it took the lily pads out.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and appreciate this comment right here for a second.
Okay.
SF Kim Rush says, "I'm bummed out. The Bums of New York advanced last night. He must be talking about the greatest team to ever pick up a bat and ball and glove." Yes, that is correct. With 26 World Series, it is the New York Yankees are moving on. Absolutely. Sorry, SF Kim Rush. I know you love your Mets and I know you hate your Yankees, but they're moving on. They'll not make it very far. I don't believe anyway. They'll do something to shoot themselves in the foot. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to one another. We got Silver Gator. Hi, y'all. I'm so glad for me to see you. I guarantee. SF Commercial and Scott are talking about how a roof blow off one building, and then about 500 feet away, another one is safe. Yep. Crazy stuff.
It went through my dad's backyard. One went through it and went out through my backyard. I lived next door in a mobile home. And so I had gone over to his house, and they were all gone down to Little Rock, so they weren't there for it. It went through my yard, and the only thing it did was turned over we had an old deep freeze that sat out there on a chest type, and it flipped it over. But it didn't move anything else in the yard.
Oh, wow.
I was watching I was standing in the front door of Dad's house watching my brother's German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And it was standing on the front porch with all 4 feet down on the ground and leaning forward. I mean, he wasn't standing upright. He was leaning into it.
Right.
And I looked out there and I said something to the dog, and when he turned his head, it blew him off the porch. It was going behind the house, but the wind was circling the house.
Yeah.
And one of those little yard flowers my mother had put out there that has a little rod that stabs in the ground, looks like a daisy that spins in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that thing was going to take off the way it was spinning, and that plastic was humming. it was making it go so fast. And then all of a sudden the wind changed just a little bit, and the pedals of the blades hit the shaft, and it went everywhere through that little pieces of flour, all the plastic flour everywhere. But then just missed the house. I mean, it went right through the back. Didn't hurt the house at all. Wiped out half our neighborhood down through. I mean, we were out in the country there, but wiped out half the houses out there, and yet went right through our backyard and didn't do any damage. They hop. That's the other neat thing. They go up and down over. Like if they cross a hill, they get to the top, they may leave the ground and then come back down out in the field, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they hop, and they hop from side to side. They swing. So they can go down the road. They can follow a road and hit houses on one side, but not the other. Things like that.
Metal roof is the best way to go. Absolutely. They last a lot longer. As far as weekend activity, it's fall festival at the church, food, games, activities, and old-fashioned hayride. Nice. And there may be some 55 Chevy rides.
Ooh.
KG Coins, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you and Smiles are having a good day. I was reading another comment, got stuck. Scott S. saying hello to KG. 55 Chevy. Tiny, when is Zoe's birthday? In 5 days. It's on the 16th. 16th. Got to go. Have a good weekend, everyone. And Zoe Strong. Absolutely. Need it now more than ever, believe it or not.
Really?
Let's just put it this way. She was at her cardiologist the other day, and there was an emergency echocardiogram going on. And now there's going to be special equipment bought for her to do certain things around the house, and
changes in medications and
new medications, and as if the baby didn't have enough to go through. Now she's
really
got something else. Bandit Jones, good morning, sir. Member of the channel, saying hi, Tiny and Bass Man. He's also saying hello to Cgriller Stacker. Ben the Coin Geek did a video on the Star Preview ASE yesterday. Funky looking. Yeah, it is kind of odd looking.
We had a troll attack on the Durban auction the other day.
Yeah.
That kind of unusual to see, but they straightened him out pretty quick.
Yeah. Mr. Durban was like, can't remember the guy's name. It's an odd name.
Yeah, it was something.
He was, are you even registered with us? Because he bid like $10 more than what the current bid was.
Yeah, he jumped the bid like $10 from 45 to 55.
Right. Well, but he had bid before that too and jumped like $10.
Right.
And then the second
was he
time,
the one that bid 400 or
500?
500, yeah, instead of 50.
And then he went back to 50. Then somebody went to 55, and he went to 68. Right. And they were like, "Are you?" And Miss Diane had went and walked the puppy, and she had just started to come back right as the troll come in, and he was like, Mr. Durban was like, "Are you even registered with us?" And he said, "I'm a registered something offender." And that
you can say that.
No, I can't either.
Oh,
no, that's not good.
But that was all he said, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
But for somebody to just come in, you know, and ruin the bidding and mess up the bidding and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it was.
So then they had to go back and they had to roll back the bids.
Right.
And figure out who was where and what was going on. And
they backed
the funny thing happened is it was Mr. Kevin he was bidding against.
Yeah, that was what was funny. I was bidding, then I stopped, and Kevin started, and that guy just kept outbidding us. Well, while I was bidding, there was another guy bidding. Not him, not just that guy. But then when that guy started, I got out and Kevin got in. And the guy he was really bidding strange.
Yeah.
And then they questioned his being registered and he left.
And it just happened to be a 1957 through 1964 still in the cellophane from the mint Jefferson proof nickels. So I wonder where those went to. Is there proof nickels? Is there?
Do we know anybody collects proof nickels?
Proof nickels? Huh. Yep. Mr. Kevin sent them to me. There's a guy who has weekly auctions on YouTube. I read his rules and he charges shipping, which I guess isn't that big of a deal, but he charges a 10% fee on top of your purchase price. That is to cover the PayPal fees, which in my opinion is wrong. Shipping isn't that big of a deal. You charge $5 shipping, per night or something like that, like the Durbans do. It's $5 per auction. And that helps with the shipping. That's all fine and well, in my opinion. I agree with charging shipping. Not, an exorbitant amount of shipping like some places have done. And he takes all kinds of payments, not just PayPal.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd.
But it's still a payment cover.
Right.
He's
it's a
trying to
covers or something.
If he wants to make $10 off a coin, he doesn't want them taking out their fees for processing the money. And so he makes you pay for the fee processing too.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
That's just seems wrong to me.
That's
not the
just
buyer's responsibility. That's not the buyer's responsibility. Yeah. It's like Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin doesn't charge you fees on our auctions. Hell, he don't even charge you shipping. And some of the stuff he sells, it takes just about as much to ship it as it does that you're paying for the stuff. So
when you're dealing with rolls and things like that, you can get that shipping up pretty quick.
Right. 10% extra is a lot to me. It's the principle of the matter. Absolutely. Hadn't looked for one, but Ben said a dealer had the Star Privy for $69.95 an NGC holder. What? Not bad for a 500,000 mintage. They want everybody to get one of those Star Privies, don't they? It'd be nice to have, but I mean, it is, it's something different on an ASE. So it's not just a mint mark. Maybe they're going to start doing privies like the Silver Maples do. which, you know, there's silver maples. They're an iconic look in themselves. I mean, they're so beautiful. I actually have one sitting right here on my desk so I can look at it all the time. I love the maple leaf, and especially this part right here with Her Majesty the Queen on it. I know you can't see it because it's trying to look at me, but now it's trying to focus on itself. But anyway, I love the Queen on coins. The Queen on coins is really nice. But this is the maple leaf with the maple leaf privy on it. You can see that little maple leaf down there at the bottom.
There he is.
But the ones I'm looking for have the Bigfoot on them. There's one it's reverse proof, and the other one is a proof, and they're both awesome looking. And they've got all kinds of preview marks on the. It's just something extra added to the coin, but it just seems like if we're going to do it, maybe not so small, maybe not so cramped looking, maybe make it more bold in a better place. I don't know. I agree, Tiny, not for me. Yep. The preview mark on the flowing hair is going for almost $1,000 on eBay. Yoke Fan says, I haven't seen one for less than $99. Auctions around here charges 15 from the seller and 15 from the buyer. What? That's 30% an auction. Holy crap. So you sell something for $100, you're only getting 70 out of it, or, you know, the total cost of it's going to end up being $70. That's no way. I'm going to do that. Picked up an 1890 silver crown from a local shop. Has Queen Victoria on the reverse. Nice. Very nice. But my jam is Queen Elizabeth. Young, middle-aged, later in years. I like them all. I don't know what it is about the queen on the coins.
Which queen is on that one I got? Was that the other day? That I was telling you about that.
Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth.
Was that Elizabeth? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Elizabeth.
Mr. Yoke Fan gifted that to me.
A 2-pound coin from the UK that Yoke Fan purchased the other night at the Durban auction.
Has a dove that looks like it's too fat to fly.
It's got a big old dove on it, don't it?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the tattoo on my hand.
Yeah, but it's bigger than that.
Oh yeah, it's bowed.
It's bowed way down. Got big old thick wings. It's it has
Billy dove.
It has Elizabeth on it. In her younger days.
Yep. Well, everybody, I said at the beginning of the show, we're going to call her at about a half hour today. Got some stuff to do, and I'm just not in the best of shape right now. I mean, I'm fine physically. I feel a lot better than what I have. I actually got some sleep last night. So, you know, my total for the 5 days is up to like 8 hours now. So we're doing good. But just, you know, stuff that's happening, going on with Little Miss is just, it's bothering me. But you'll all hear about it eventually as soon as I get, because we don't have the results from the echocardiogram or anything like that. We do have results from her liver. One little piece of her liver stayed the same. The rest of it, not so good. Yep, fans saying Zoey Strong. Absolutely, sir. Everyone have a great day. You too, 55 Chevy. Good weekend to everybody.
Okay. Well, we'll be back bright and early. Oh, wait, it wasn't early, he said. We'll be back Monday, and maybe we can get Kevin to put up some items for the auction out there ready to go. We'll be back Wednesday to look at those items. So we'll see you early Monday. And until then, I'm wishing I was fishing. Goodbye.
Yep. Y'all have a good weekend. This is Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time. There's going to be a little auction over on the Durbin's channel.
Yes.
They're going to have 30 some amazing items. I am sure they always have a good time, and they're amazing people. If you haven't visited the Durbin's auctions, you need to. The name of the channel is Joe Durbin. Just like it sounds, that's how it's spelled. You look up Joe Durbin and you know it's him because it's got an 86 Liberty coin as the icon. Can't miss it. Go over and check them out. 2 p.m. Central Time. You guys have a good weekend. I really do love you guys. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change. How do you register for a Durbin auction? You send them an email. And I think you send them an email and $1, if I'm not mistaken. And that way they have your PayPal information, so they can send you your.
Yeah, that's the main thing they need is your name and your PayPal number, so they can invoice you.
They don't keep that $1. They put it towards your shipping if you buy something. So it's just a little, it's a smart thing. You register with them that way. It's not a big ordeal or nothing like that. You send them $1 that way. They know your exact PayPal information, so they can send your invoice directly to your PayPal. It's pretty good, and they're great people. Absolutely great people. Met them a couple times in person. Amazing people.
There's where you can find them.
Yep.
Go there and click on the live button, and you'll find the link to the link to the auction.
Yep. David DeBlooms. Good morning. Good to see you. Sorry, we're on our way out, but yes, SF Kimrush, the Durbins run a good auction. The Durbins are good people. Yes, they are. Have a good weekend, and Zoey Strong. You guys, like I said, have a good weekend. I do love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.